Hey, what's up, guys? Have you been missing me? I know that. Thank you, and welcome back to my reading journey. Today we're reading fourth, the fifth part, maybe I'm not wrong. The fifth part of Roads of Destiny. So let's begin. On a certain night, three persons were gathered about a table in a room on the third floor on the same house. Three chairs and a table and a lighted candle upon it was all the furniture. One of the persons was a huge man dressed in black. His expression was one of sneering pride. The ends of his unturned mustache reached nearly to his mocking eyes. Another was a lady, young and beautiful, with eyes that could be round and artless, like a child's, or long and cozening, like a Gibbs's, but were now keen and ambitious, like any other conspirators. The third man was a man of faction and com, com, combatant, actually, a bold and impatient executive, breathing fire and steel. He was addressed by the others as Captain Des Rolls. The man struck the table with his fist and said with controlled violence, "Tonight. Tonight, as he goes to midnight mass, I'm tired of the plotting that gets nowhere. I'm sick of signals and chippers and secret meetings and such bara going, barago going. No idea, absolutely. Let us be honest, traitors. If France is to be rid of him, let us kill the open. Let us kill in the open and not hunt with snares and traps. Tonight I say, I back my words. My hand will do the deed. Tonight, as he goes to mass. The lady turned upon him a cordial look. Women, however, wedded to plots, must ever thus bow to rash courage. The big man stroked his upturned mustache. "Dear Captain," he said, in a great voice, softened by habit, "this time I agree with you. Nothing is to be gained by waiting. Enough of the palace guards belong to us to make the endeavor a safe one." "Tonight, tonight," repeated Captain Des Rolls, again striking the table. You have heard me, Marquis. My hand will do the deed. But now," said the huge man softly, "comes a question. Word must be sent to our partisans in the palace, and a signal agreed upon. Our staunchest man must accompany the royal carriage. At this hour, what messenger can penetrate so far as the south doorway?" Penetrate. Actually, I know the meaning. Penetrate. Like go through something tough. I'm a good explainer, right? Ribaud is stationed there. Once a message is placed in his hands, all will go well. "I will send the message," said the lady. You countess? Countess? You countess? Said the Marquis, raising his eyebrows. Your devotion is great, we know, but listen, exclaimed the lady, rising and resting her hands upon the table. In the garret of this house, garret of this house lives a youth from the provinces as guileless, and tender as the lambs he tended there. I have met him twice or thrice upon these stairs. I questioned him, fearing that he might dwell too near the room in which we are accustomed to meet. He is mine if I will. He writes poems in his grade. I'm gonna reread this again because I missed the idea. Listen, exclaimed the lady, rising and resting her hands upon the table. In the garret of this house lives a youth from the provinces, and as guileless and tender of the lambs as the lambs he tended there. I have met him twice or thrice upon these stairs. I questioned him, fearing that he might dwell too near the room in which we are accustomed to meet. He is mine if I will. He writes poems in his garret, and I think he dreams of me. He will do what I say. He shall take the message to the palace. The Marquis rose from his chair and bowed. You did not permit me to finish my sentence, Countess, he said. I would have said your devotion is great, but your wit and charm are infinitely greater. While the conspirators were thus engaged, David was polishing some lines addressed to his amourette d'escalier. He heard a timorous knock at the door, and opened it with a great throb, to behold her there, painting as one in stairs, with eyes wide open and artless, like a child's. Monsieur, said she breathed, I come to you in this dress. I believe you'd be good and true, and I know of no other help. Now I flew through the stress among this swaggering man. Monsieur, my mother is dying. My uncle is the captain of guards in the palace of the king. Someone to must fly to bring him. May I hope? Mademoiselle, interrupted David, his eyes shining with the desire to do her service. Your hopes shall be my wings. Tell me how I may reach him. The lady thrust a sealed paper into his hand. Go to the south gate, mine, and say to the guards there, the falcon has left his nest. Falcon. I know just that Elon Musk has something in common with Falcon. no idea what's the real meaning of this word is. They will pass you, and you will go to the south entrance to the palace. Repeat the words and give this letter to the man who will reply. Let him strike when he will. This is the password, monsieur, entrusted to me by my uncle. By my uncle. For now, when the country is disturbed and men plot against the king's life, no one without it can gain entrance to the place grounds after nightfall. If you will, monsieur, take him this letter, so that my mother may see him before she closes her eyes. Give it me, said David eagerly. But shall I let you return home through the streets alone so late? I. No, fly. Each moment is like a precious jewel. Sometime, said the lady, with eyes long and cozening, like a gypsy's, I will try to thank you for your goodness. The poet thrust the letter into his breast and bounded down the stairway. The lady, when he was gone, returned to the room below. The eloquent eyebrows of the Marquis interrogated her. His gun, she said, as fleet and stupid as one of his own ship to deliver it. The table shook again from the batter of Captain Desroller's fist. Sacred name. Sacred name, he cried. I have left my pistols behind. I can trust no others. Take this, said the Marquis, drawing from beneath his cloak and shining great weapon ornamented with carven silver. There are no truer, but guard it closely, for it bears my arms and crest, and already am suspected. Me, I must put my leagues between myself and Paris this night. Tomorrow must find me in my chateau. After you, dear Countess. The Marquis puffed out the candle. The lady, well cloaked, and the two gentlemen softly descended the stairway and flowed into the crowd that roamed along the narrow pavements of the Rue Conti. David sped. All right. Thank you guys for listening to me today, and see you tomorrow on the next part. Thank you for joining. Bye.